afternoon, evenings, the case may be, in your part of the world. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Zen Archer, and as you can see, I'm in the van, in the Zen Den, the mobile Zen Den this morning. Last time I was out here, it was raining. Last time I did a blog here, it was raining, and that's the case this morning. I was awoken at, is that a word? I was awoken at about 5 o'clock this morning by thunderstorms going across Cleveland. Big, loud, lots of lightning and thunder and booms and stuff. And usually that doesn't wake me, and Lord knows I love a thunderstorm. But for some reason, this time it did. And one of the things that most people don't know is that there are two things that I suffer from quite extensively. One of them is when I was 32, I had a heart attack. And I've never been hospitalized. Well, I went to the hospital once because I had a panic attack and thought it was another heart attack. But other than that, I haven't been to the hospital for that problem since. And I smoke like a train, most of you know, still today. But I suffer from angina, especially when the weather gets bad, and it's pretty heavy. It's the kind of stuff that most people would go to the hospital. Most sane people would go to the hospital. But it's just become a part of my life, and I found a way to deal with it. And the way that I deal with it in particular is through meditation. When I'm really feeling a lot of pain, I will find a calm place, take a couple aspirin, and close my eyes and quietly meditate. And usually, I can get rid of that pain in about 10 or 15 minutes. There are times when it lasts an hour. But anyway, one of the things that I deal with is angina. Another one of the things that I deal with, that I also use meditation in order to deal with, is I have a cylindrical depression. 9 months out of the year, I'm riding high and the world's great and nothing could be better. But after that 9 months, I'll wake up one morning and there's nothing I want to do. There's nowhere I want to go. Nothing brings me any joy or happiness. And I can just break down and cry. Just 'cause. So, when I get to that stage, then I take some quiet days and I will meditate, heavily meditate, to myself, quietly. And one of the other things that I do is I try to find happiness somewhere. Try to find something that will make me laugh, or go watch an old movie that's a comedy or something that I really enjoy in order to break me out. You know, when you smile, I mentioned this in my It's a Zen Life introduction. When you smile, it creates chemicals. It actually creates a change in the chemicals in your brain that make you feel better. In fact, it can make you feel euphoric. And it's a domino effect. When others see you smiling, then they also smile, and then they also get a little shot of that, and it goes on. So I find a way to smile, and that will usually help break me out of the depression. It still happens, and I guess everybody has their downtime. But the two things that I do primarily is get outside. Don't stay in the house. And if you're somebody who stays in the house a lot, make it your plan to get outside, even if it's just to sit on your stoop, on your doorstep, for 10 minutes or so. Make that happen, and you will feel better. Just getting outside, communicating with other people, real life people, not just people on the web, but actually saying hello to somebody, walking down the street, can have a huge effect on your whole physiology, on your outlook towards life, and can help deal with your depression. So why do I bring this up? Well, I bring it up because a friend of mine, and I've noticed a lot of my friends are coming back to YouTube, but a friend of mine just recently put up a video, Mayana, talking about Buddhist philosophy, which is very close, and actually my Karma Zen philosophy is based a lot on Hindu and Buddhist philosophies. But she's talking about Buddhism and meditation and smiling, and that made me think of what I've been doing this morning, and thought I would share that with you. So, to wrap this all up, I know it's been a long rambling blog, but this is a blogging channel, and it's what I do, and this is Wednesday. So let's wrap this up. Let me give you the highlights are: meditate. And if you don't know how to meditate, sit down in a quiet place and pretend to meditate. Give it an earnest attempt. Just close your eyes and sit quietly. Pay attention to your breathing. Pay attention to how you're feeling. And you know, if you make a practice of that, before you know it, you'll be meditating. You don't need a book. It doesn't hurt to get a book, to read about it. But you'll learn much more through practicing, and you'll get to know your own body better. But meditate. Get outside. Smile. And do something good for someone else, however small it might be. Tara and I used to put quarters in the carts over at Aldi's, maybe $3 worth of quarters, and just leave them there. And the funny thing is that people who found the quarters there and didn't have to use their own, when they came out, 9 times out of 10 would not take that quarter out, but would leave it there for the next person. Random act of kindness begets random acts of kindness. And through small random acts of kindness, you can make the world a better place. So, that's my thoughts for today. Meditate. Get out. Smile. Help yourself and others. Until next time, as always, this is Zen, saying you be well.